So to refurbish this lock using the components from the Refurb kit, we're going to begin by removing the centre case, followed by the top and bottom hook and anti-lift bolt cases. This lock features two hooks, which are both upward facing hooks, and underneath those hooks are anti-lift pins. This particular variant is the wider faceplate variant with the rollers as well, but the kit components will work for all of the locks in this range, as long as you have the correct backset variation selected. So all of the screws for this lock mechanism are T20 Torx screws, for which you will need a T20 Torx driver. And these ones are not security screws, so you don't need the pin in the middle, pinhole in the middle, but if you do have it, no problems. This is a Maco CTS case variant. These are usually very easy to identify because there will be a sticker on the gearbox somewhere with the letters C-TS, as opposed to the GTS or older style cases. Should it not have the sticker, the rounded bottom and square top corner and the mechanism with the black plastic slider to release the latch bolt, they're also unique features. So if it's got all of those, then it's a CTS case. So we'll begin by removing the centre case, and it's 3 T20 Torx screws on this mechanism. So with those screws removed, we should be able to lift our lock mechanism off of the centre case, and we can move on to our top hook and anti-lift bolt case. This is retained with 2 T20 Torx screws. And lift that one off. And then our bottom case, exactly the same process. All of the screws for this mechanism are identical, so you don't have to worry about any particular order or variant for the centre case or anything. They're all the same screw, same length, same diameter. And we can lift that one off as well. And we're then ready to begin refurbishing our lock mechanism. So this kit contains our centre case with a latch and deadbolt with a split latch, and our bottom and top hook and anti-lift pin cases. And this is a Maco CTS kit. So we'll begin with the centre case, refurbishing our old lock mechanism. So it's best to start with our gearbox on its back, latch and deadbolt facing up. And we will lay our faceplate over the top. So what we're looking to do here is engage the notch cut out of the top drive rod over this peg that sits here, and the notch that's cut out of our bottom drive rod will engage over this peg position here. So try and get those sitting nicely. And once they're in position and they're sitting where they need to, start with the top screw, secure that one in position. And then the bottom. Clamp that drive rod in position as well. And then our central fixing. And we can then move on to our top hook and anti-lift bolt case. So these are upwards hooks. It's hard to get this wrong because our anti-lift pin sits below the hook. So what we're looking to do here is engage this T-shaped piece at the end. It's double notch cutouts here over these two pegs. Inside so it's sitting flush, and once that's in the right position you'll have to manipulate these locking points so that the faceplate sits flush over the top. Once it does, and you can see these little pegs appear in these windows, secure it with the bottom screw first to hold that drive rod in position. And then the top screw. And then moving on to our bottom hook and anti-lift bolt case, and repeat the process here. So again, same system. We've got those notches on our bottom rail again, T section. They're going to sit over these pegs. And once they're sitting where they need to, manipulate the bolts so that the faceplate drops on flush. And then this time top fixing first. Clamp that drive rod into position. We have refurbished our Maco CTS mechanism with the parts from our refurb kit.